There are definite perks and benefits to living in a world filled with technology. Technology that makes our world faster and better and gives us the ability to connect with one another across the globe nearly instantly. But there is a flip side to that coin. While we do have access to some of the most amazing technology and reap its many benefits, enjoying everything from news to entertainment and everything in between, having too much information come at us on a daily basis can be quite taxing and can lead to increased stress and anxiety. This is why it's so important to recognize that while we are enjoying a very special time in history in terms of technology, it may come at a price. It's not always easy to recognize that we are being overloaded and overwhelmed by information simply because we are used to it. And if you are of a generation that was born into this high-tech life that we are living today, you may not even have a different perspective or a different point of reference where you remember a day where technology was not so prevalent in our daily experience. The bottom line is that most of us are exposed to a great deal of information every single day. And unless we are proactive in taking breaks and allowing our minds and bodies to process all that is coming at us, it can be very taxing and even harmful to have that much information bombard us every single day. What are some of the potential symptoms that could be related to being exposed to too much information? Things such as irritability or mood instability could come into play. Being unable to focus or concentrate can also be a result of too much information in your daily experience. Feeling restless or anxious can be part of the experience. The inability to sleep, maybe insomnia, or inability to stay asleep. Those could also be related to having too much information in your daily experience. Headaches, migraines, sensitivity to light or noise, those can all be the result of having too much exposure to information. Lacking motivation, being forgetful, having physical symptoms, things such as aches or pains, upset stomach, digestive problems, inability to eat or loss of appetite. The list goes on and on. The bottom line here is this: you have to be able to look away from all the information that is available, all the information that is constantly coming at you, long enough to recognize how you are doing and whether this information is an overload for you. And this is not about taking on more than the person next to you or wearing information overload like a badge of honor. Not at all. Quite the opposite. We have to be aware enough of our own experiences, how much information we are exposed to every day, and how it's affecting us. And while it's great to have access to information at our fingertips and being able to access so many different things with ease, we have to draw a line somewhere to make sure that we take breaks, that we put a stop to the information flow so that we can relax, unplug, recharge, and take care of ourselves until the next day. Of course, self-care comes in many forms. This could be unplugging for a certain number of hours during the 24-hour period. Maybe, for example, saying that after, let's say, 6 p.m., you stay away from things such as news and social media, emails, things that would simply add information into your experience until the following morning when you reconnect, if you will. Use that time to connect with people in person, to socialize, to take care of yourself, your health. Learn how to relax. Engage in a hobby. Be social again if that's something that has been on the back burner for you. Maybe for you, a way to take care of yourself in this time of excess information is to learn how to filter information throughout the day. So rather than limiting the number of hours that you are exposed to information, perhaps you simply filter the amount of information that comes at you. Maybe you reduce the amount of time that you spend looking at social media or engaging with social media or exposing yourself to the news. And remember that this is just as important to consider when it comes to what we would think of as serious information coming at us versus frivolous information coming at us. Because after all, when something demands your attention all the time, whether it's something serious like the news or something more lighthearted or seemingly lighthearted or frivolous, it still is information that demands your attention and does not allow you to unplug, relax, and recharge. So make sure that you do take time to unplug, relax, and recharge. Take care of your health, your physical, your emotional, your psychological health. Learn to wean yourself off of things such as news or social media if those have been prevalent or a constant presence in your daily experience. You may very well be addicted to those things. Learn how to reconnect with people in person, with nature, with going outside, with getting to know your body again. Engage in exercise. Pay attention to what you're feeling physically and emotionally. Learn to move away from technology, at least for some amount of time, to allow you to recharge and replenish yourself. Make your health and well-being a priority. Make your family and your social circle a priority in such a way that it happens in person rather than simply with the exchange of technology. And while technology can be great, and we do live in a world that is fast-paced and technology-driven in so many ways, there has to be a certain time for us to unplug, recharge, relax, and rest. And unless we're proactive about it, other things external of us will continue to demand our time, will continue to bombard us with information, and by its very nature, prevent us from unplugging and recharging ourselves. So remember, one way to manage stress is to avoid those things or minimize those things that stress you out. And too much information, being overwhelmed by information, is definitely a source of stress for many people. So take some time today to figure out a game plan, how you can reduce the amount of information that is coming at you every single day so that you can find that balance that allows you to unplug, recharge, and rest. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.